And time now for News Extra, brought to you by Intralinks. And here again, Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. Good timing for us today. We have Mark Bohl in here. He is the Public Works Director for the city of Scottsbluff. We're going to talk about a number of things, including especially West 42nd Street and where we're going with that. How you doing there, partner? Pretty good?
I'm doing good. Thank you, Kevin.
All right. So let's talk about where we're at with West 42nd Street. You're beginning the paving today, right?
We are. This morning, if you're on Avenue I, you'll see the cement trucks are backed up to the paver, and we're paving that first phase. We'll have that done, we hope, somewhere around noonish, I suppose. About 350 yards to pour, and it goes up to the center of the driveway of Webb's. We kind of split that so that when we open this first phase, we have enough room for those folks to get in and out of Webb's using the new paving.
Yeah. Okay, and then once you get that done, you'll be moving on to the completion of the first of 7 different phases. Is that right?
That's right. I have that into 7 phases. And phase 2, I hope that we can open this first phase Monday. We've taken extra cylinders, but we'll look at a 3-day and a 5-day break. But I think Monday we'll be able to open this first phase, and then we'll start at the center of Webb's east and go to the center of Avenue G. And with the project, it's not just some curbs, some paving. We're putting in sanitary sewer. We're putting in storm sewer. That allows us to put curbs both sides, and we'll pick up that surface drainage instead of those borrow pits, the open borrow pits that you've seen up there for years.
Yeah, so it'll improve the draining. You'll have sidewalks, right?
We'll have 5-foot sidewalks both sides. All will be ADA accessible. And it kind of ties in really well with the future pathway project because it gives a little more walkability for the folks. That's about 1.5 miles from I to 5th where I end this project. So all that stretch will have new sidewalk.
All right. So this will be going on all summer long, right?
I look for us to go clear probably until November sometime.
Yeah, so into the fall even.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I believe so.
But it's going to be, 42nd Street, it needed it, right?
42nd was tired. And it was a street such that you had a 3-lane section here and there, and then it came to a 2-lane. The north half of 42nd was the county's. And so we annexed that in order to do this project. I wanted to do it last summer, probably as you recall. But I needed to get that north lane annexed and that right of way because we needed to get those curbs pushed out and sidewalk both sides and get that drainage the way it should be, surface drainage and eliminate those open borrow pits.
Yeah. And it's just going to be just so much better than what it was.
Oh, that's going to be, that's going to be the best thing I've done probably for the city in a long time. That street was really tired, and it just didn't really make a lot of sense how it was built many years ago, well before my time. And but this design is really nice. And especially where open ditch drainage in municipal streets, that's not good.
Yeah.
So we'll be able to pick up all that drainage now, and it'll just go underground. You won't see that anymore.
All right, fantastic. Going to talk more about also the pathway, where we're at with that right after this.
Intralinks has been supporting computer systems in our area for almost 20 years. Intralinks can review your systems and your expenses to help your bottom line. Intralinks also installs low-voltage wiring, IP-based camera systems, and IP-based phone systems. With Intralinks on your side, technology isn't an obstacle, it's an opportunity for your business. Call Intralinks today to schedule your free 1-hour consultation. 632-6590. That's 632-6590.
Back on News Extra with Mark Bohl, Scottsbluff Public Works Director, talking about issues going on with the city and things, wonderful projects that Mark Bohl is doing. West 42nd Street, that'll be done all summer long through November. We're going to talk about the Monument Valley Pathway. You've got a letting, I hear, coming up reasonably soon.
Yeah, we've been fortunate to move that project along, and it appears that we're looking at around an August of 19 letting. Where we're at now with the project, our alignment is in place naturally. Our bridge designs have been approved, which is a pedestrian bridge that crosses and gets those folks over safely by Grace Chapel, right behind the high school at the park. So now our last phase of this is we've got some right-of-way and some easements to secure. And the state does that. I don't do that. It used to be that the city folks would do that, but the state has picked that up, and they'll do that. They've reviewed those right-of-ways. We've met with the railroad because it naturally would cross the crossing at I. So the latest that we've received now was August of 19 letting is our goal to let that project.
All right. And once you get started on it, it starts from the zoo, goes down Avenue I, and then over to different areas on the northern end of town, right?
Right. We'll pick up where we left off down at the zoo and cross the belt line, and we'll work our way over to West Overland and come up to 20th and cross by Cleveland Field. And we'll stay on that north side all the way up to the 20th and I corner by Chima's, and then we'll stay on the west side all the way to 31st, goes through the park, then we cross and follow. There's the Scottsbluff drain, and then there's like a an alleyway, and the path will stay up on top of that till we get behind the school, where the pedestrian overpass comes across. And then we'll go north. We'll fence off along that canal there, and we'll go north and then back over to 5th. So it'll eventually end up going to the college, and then those folks can continue on up to the soccer complex, and then it'll go towards the hospital as well.
All right.
So it's a big path.
That's a big deal.
6.5 miles, I believe.
All right, real quick, you're doing painting of streets right now, and that's a big thing, and mowing of right-of-ways to get ready for the holiday, right?
We are. This is our normal time with Memorial Day coming up, the Memorial Weekend. You'll see some fresh paint going out. The guys are out there. They have been, and they'll continue to do that. We try to get town, the curbs painted red, and all of our yellow, and of course our stripes for all of our mains, and we want to try and get that all done before Memorial Weekend, plus all the mowing. A lot of folks be in town, and this is our first time kind of getting out of cabin fever from the winter, and but I have crews going with cement, but this crew will stick to the painting. We'll get that done before Memorial Weekend, first painting anyway.
All right. We were talking, you've done $20 million in street projects for this city in the last, since Obama was president and provided all that money for shovel-ready projects?
Yeah, we've been fortunate as a city. When the shovel-ready came out, we raised our hand and, hey, we're ready. And the first one was Avenue B from the Beltline up to West Overland. And so that started the federal programs. So I raised my hand at every opportunity when the funds became available, but we've done a little over $20 million in that time frame. So a lot of good projects. The 4-lane up by the college or 5-lane with the center turn. Just numerous. 27th itself. We haven't stopped, and I don't want to stop. But since the federal funds are gone, we're winding down. We're fortunate with 42nd. It's a bonded project. City manager and the council had agreed to let us bond that, and it's over a $3 million project, but much needed. I mean, it's a much needed project. So. This is kind of one of my last big hurrahs that I'll have. This will be like the last big street paving project for me.
All right. Thanks a lot for all your service and all your work, bud. You've done a good job.
Thank you very much, Kevin.
You bet. Mark Bohl, Public Works Director, City of Scottsbluff.